Hey y'all, it's your girl Portia and we are back for another video. It's actually round 2 for this video. I filmed a whole video where I did a mini tutorial with our new lashes that I will show you guys in a second. I did a mini tutorial. I did a little wing liner on the video. We had a whole conversation about the Rona. We talked about a lot of things, depression, anxiety, everything. Like, we was kikiing and chatting it up. And then I go to stop the video and realize that my precious daughter that I love so very much never hit play on the video. So, here we are, round 2. As you can see, my face is already beat, so we're not gonna do this tutorial again unless you let me know in the comments that you want to see it. If so, I will do a whole tutorial. And the video that was actually never filmed, I only did the liner and the lashes. So if you guys are interested, I'll do a whole tutorial. Just let me know. As always, we really would appreciate if you would like, comment, and subscribe on this video. The more people that subscribe and engage with our content, the more our videos are shown to others that really could benefit from seeing our videos. The day in the life of, or the struggles, I'm gonna say day in the life, but the struggles of an entrepreneur who's building her business from the ground up. I mean, it's not easy. And it's not every day the entrepreneurs show the struggle to the top. Normally you only see them when they get to the top. So you gotta appreciate little entrepreneurs like us that are willing to show you guys the tips and tricks and struggle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments how you came across this video. And yeah. So we're gonna jump straight back into this video. We're gonna talk about the Rona, or the coronavirus that is going on. I started tracking this virus when it was still in China, when it had started growing in Wuhan or whatever. And I remember thinking, like, Lord, please don't let this come to the States, because that thing seems serious. Just don't let it come over here. My husband was in the hospital a few weeks ago, and I was telling him, I'm like, babe, I think we really need to start preparing for this. Like, we need to pay up our bills ahead of time, make sure we've paid them up by a couple of months, and just get ahead of this, because he has the kind of job to where if the U.S. was quarantined, he would not be able to work from home. My job, thank God, I am able to work from home, but for his, he can't. So that would just mean missing out on work, which is also already challenging because of, you know, just his health condition. And he recently, if you know and you've been following us, you know that he's recently had a kidney transplant back in November. And a part of just recuperating and like healing after the transplant is, in order to make sure that, you know, his body doesn't reject the transplant, he's on a lot of immunosuppressants and anti-rejection medicine, which means he's more susceptible to viruses and colds, and his body has a harder time fighting them than your average, you know, non-transplanted person. So the coronavirus is definitely a concern for me, and I wanted to make sure that we were in a situation where we were prepared for it and not caught off guard. So after he got out the hospital, first let me take a step back. When I started telling people to be concerned, you know, some people weren't trying to take me seriously. My sister, she be taking me seriously all the time, but most people outside of my sister don't be trying to listen to me, even though half the time I know what I'm talking about. In fact, I would say a good 95% of the time, I know what I'm talking about. So, I don't know why. But anyways, told people, they didn't really listen. My sister listened, so we got out the hospital. I'm like, babe, I want to go to the grocery store, start buying some, some canned goods and stuff. Let's create a 2-week stockpile in case shit hits the fan and we decide to self-quarantine. So we go to Trader Joe's or whatever, and girl, Trader Joe's is empty. I was like, what is going on? Mind you, we're in Virginia. The virus has not even hit Virginia yet. I think some cases had started popping up in the U.S. Maybe the first case might have hit New York. Now you all know there's hundreds of cases in New York. We are not that Virginia. New York is not that far apart. So, there were none in Virginia, but of course, there's people like me, that try to prepare early. So those people were out. Trader Joe's was empty. We went to the Food Lion in my area, and the shelves were still fully stocked and ready to go. So anyways, when we were at Trader Joe's, we asked the cashier, what's going on? Why y'all don't have anything? And they're like, oh, people are scared. They're prepared for the corona. So, of course, I look at my husband I told you so. Thank God you got a wife like me that stays ready, okay? Thank him. Thank him. Anyway, I didn't say all that, but y'all know. That's what I was thinking in my head. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't say all that. Anyways, so we slowly started preparing over the weeks. Slowly started getting the things that we need, the things that we could run out of. And as this virus progressed, people started freaking out, okay? So I have this newsletter that goes out once a week. It's called The Keys to the Queendom. And The Keys to the Queendom, it's my thoughts from the week, things that I'm reading, things that I love, things I'm enjoying, quotes that I'm inspired by, what I'm listening to. I recommend podcasts. I recommend YouTube channels. I recommend products, all types of stuff. Little sidebar, the reason why I'm doing this, and I ask you guys to subscribe, please, I would love if you subscribe to the newsletter, is one, I want to build a sense of community around Dope Queens. I don't want it to be the kind of company that is taking, I want this to be a relationship. I don't want it to be, I just sell you guys stuff and that's it. No, I want for you guys to be able to, I want to share the knowledge that I'm learning. I want to, any tips and tricks and things that I have, I want to let you guys know. And I want to use whatever platform is easiest for you all to digest my content, my thoughts, my ideas, things that I love, etc. So that is why I started the newsletter, Keys to the Queendom. I hope that you guys subscribe to our newsletter. I will link our website down below. If you click on our website, it will ask you to become a VIP queen. When you become a VIP queen, you are then subscribed. You get all the exclusive deals and you get my weekly newsletter that is always juicy and good. It's good. I like it. Anyways, in the newsletter, we talked about the Rona a little bit, and we covered the topic of toilet paper. I'm still confused. I don't know why everybody's buying up all the toilet paper. I ask that you guys stop buying so much. It's not fair. There's people that legitimately need toilet paper out here in these streets, okay? I got enough to last me a little bit, a regular amount of toilet paper in the house. I didn't go out and get 4, 5, 6 huge packs of toilet paper because I feel like what's causing this toilet paper scenario, and I could be wrong. There's a lot of articles about this. I did not read them, but my guess is that people are scared that it may be a shortage or we may run out of things, so they think that they need to stock up. I do understand the mass hysteria, picking up on food and making sure that you have enough food and diapers and baby formula. And it seemed like didn't nobody care about the pets though, because there was not a shortage of pet food, which I was surprised about. But I mean, there's enough pet food to go around. Learn about everything else, not the toilet paper though. I mean, I think if we ran out of food, worst case scenario, guys. Your president said this isn't gonna happen, so he said stop going out and like stockpiling on food. I don't trust him. I'm just gonna say that I don't trust him. I don't believe the words that come out of his mouth. So I'm not gonna judge if you go out and stock up on food. I will not judge. I do think, stocking up on a couple weeks worth of food, maybe a month, okay. Anything beyond that may just be excessive, and make sure you're at least getting things that you can use later on, not like a bunch of produce or anything that would go bad. But I don't understand the toilet paper because shit hits the fan. We're not gonna care about toilet paper. Like, we're just not, right? If we run out of food, which I don't think is gonna happen, probably not gonna have to worry about taking a shit anyways, for real, right? So we're probably not really gonna be that worried about toilet paper. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't really know about these things. This is like the first kind of like really bad pandemic that I've witnessed before in my 35 years. The other pandemic, I guess they were saying the flu, I may be wrong, H1N1 or something was a pandemic. I don't even remember what that, I don't know, I don't remember that. What I'm gonna say is I think we will all be fine, and I think it's okay if you get one pack of toilet paper, maybe two. I don't think you need 10 packs. I think you'll be okay. Please save the toilet paper for people who may need it. So that's that on that. Other things that I learned with the Rona is that people don't know how to wash their hands. Y'all, I was shocked and appalled to find out that people really don't know how to wash their hands. The other thing I was shocked about is the fact that a lot of people do not, and I'm not gonna say, I be saying y'all, and I don't really mean y'all, and I need to stop doing that because I know my queens know better, okay? A lot of people do not disinfect their homes. They do not use bleach to clean their homes. They do not use disinfectant wipes, and I was very bothered by that, around Thanksgiving and stuff, you'll see all these memes about office potlucks and not eating the food because the person may have a nasty ass cat and that they don't wash their hands and they don't clean their home, and you could be eating some food with some cat hair. Y'all done seen the memes. If I can find it, I'm gonna put it in the video. Y'all seen them, y'all know what memes I'm talking about. And I used to laugh those memes off, and of course pray before I eat my food, especially anybody else's food. But now I'm taking it seriously, y'all. Like, I don't know that I'm gonna be eating other people's food like that, because the way the disinfectant wipes and bleach flew off the shelves, I was just like, really? These should be everyday essentials that you have in your home. Like, I got enough Clorox disinfectant wipes to let somebody borrow one or two. I got some bleach. I got bleach sprays, and I know that they may not be the best on the environment, but it's the best thing that's gonna keep me alive and keep me from catching the flu and the cold and the Rona. So I hope when all this is over with, you guys, not my queens, but everybody else out there, I hope people remember to continue to wash your hands. Follow the guidance that's been given 5,000 times. 20 seconds. Wash those hands. Get in between your fingers. Wash your wrists, say your ABCs while you're washing your hands to make sure that you are washing them the whole 20 seconds. Clean your homes with bleach, this just seems like the bare minimum things that you can do to not spread viruses and to have a clean body and home. As far as the hand sanitizer, I get why those kind of flew off the shelves. Not everybody uses hand sanitizers. I'm going to tell you a little hack. I was raised by my grandma, okay? She's old school, and back in the day, you could not find hand sanitizer for $1. Hand sanitizer, I think, like, back when I was a kid, it was more of, like, a luxury kind of thing. I mean, not a luxury, but, like, it wasn't, like, they weren't as cheap as they are now. So, my Grammy used to use alcohol. She used to keep a bottle of alcohol in her car, bottle of alcohol in the kitchen, a bottle of alcohol in her room. There's just alcohol everywhere, y'all. Everywhere, right? If your hand sanitizer has 60% more of alcohol, you're good. Or you could just get some alcohol. And let me tell you guys, alcohol is like a multi-purpose kind of thing. You can use alcohol for mosquito bites. You can use alcohol for your aches and pains. You can use alcohol to disinfect your hands after you've touched something that could probably have the Rona on it. So, yeah, y'all, get y'all some alcohol. I mean, I am not a healthcare professional. I'm just telling you guys things that has kept me alive for 35 years. Things that my grandmother, taught me, and things that she still uses to this very day. If you can't find a hand sanitizer, get you some alcohol. We're going to say prayers. We're going to stay prayed up. I'm going to be praying for y'all. Please pray for me. Hopefully this virus passes very quickly. We don't know. The president said it may last as long as August or July, but we pray that it doesn't, because, the girls want their summer. We want to be out here in these streets half naked this summer. I probably won't be half naked because I won't, this body's not set up for that anymore. But, I know there's a lot of y'all that want to do that. And I want that for y'all. So we're going to pray that, our summer's in ruins. And, yeah. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, which is the last thing that I talked about in my other video that got deleted, but we're not going to harp on things that we can't change, is that I have been MIA, and I am sorry for that. Something that I'm trying to work on this year is consistency and being more disciplined. I'm also trying to make sure that I have systems in place that will set me up for success. I really just had to come to terms with the fact that my life is kind of chaotic. As most of you all know, my husband and I have spent almost a year and a half, literally in and out of the hospital. We are in and out of the hospital every other month, it seems like. I know Anova and Centera like the back of my hand, okay? So with that being said, it's hard to create routines. It's not hard to create routines. It's hard to stick to routines when your life can be upended at any moment. Things can be thrown off course, So what I had to realize and come to terms with is that that's just our reality for right now. And things will change, things will get better, but for right now, these are the cards that we're being dealt. So if I still want to, if I want to run a successful business, also be a full-time employee, a wife, a mom, everything else, I need to create systems that will set me up to be as productive in my day as possible. And so that is what I'm working on right now. I was MIA a lot because of chaos. I was MIA a lot because of seasonal depression. I was also in denial about the depression. I thought that I was fine, blah, 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 because last year was a really rough year and I'm better now. Things are good. But, sometimes depression doesn't always, it doesn't show up the same way every single time. I wasn't as depressed as I was last year. I would say I was mildly depressed. And as soon as the weather started changing and the days are now getting longer, I feel better. But I need to recognize when these feelings are coming on, and I need to have the tools and whatever I need to combat them, because life does not stop because I'm depressed. My business cannot stop. You all know my goal is to take this from a side hustle to a full-time business that can pay tons and tons and tons, or not tons, but can pay several different women, especially Black women. I want to hire a bunch of Black women. You know what I mean? So in order to do that later on, I need to do the work right now so that I'm able to be in a position where I can, hire people and bring more help on and grow the business to where I want it to be. So that's where we're at now. I am really just sitting down and planning things out, because when you plan and you're prepared, even when life throws curveballs at you, you can maneuver around those curveballs more easily. It's when you're not prepared that you get thrown all the way off track. And we're all human. I'm sure a lot of you know when you're thrown all the way off track, it's harder to catch up and to get things back on track. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm creating the systems and the processes and, gathering the tools that I need to make Dope Queens successful. And I'm sorry that I have not been consistent. It's something that I'm working on, and I am confident that with this time off that we have because of the Rona, this time that I have at home, I will definitely be able to get more content and things out for you guys. So, if you stayed tuned this long, do not forget, if you watched this video this long, you better subscribe. You better subscribe, okay? And in my next video, I am going to be digging into the numbers. I have avoided doing this for several months, but I told you guys that I was going to document my journey. I was going to let y'all know how much Dope Queens is making. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. If you would like to know how much my Shopify store made over the last few months, please tune in to the next video. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. Support comes in so many different forms. It can come by purchasing our products. It can come by just watching these videos. It comes by commenting, emailing me. Like, you can show your support in so many different ways. So thank you guys so much. If you watched this video, you supported Dope Queens, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Bye.
Don't forget to like,